Well, Josh, just general thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, we certainly came with the intensity and energy we wanted. Obviously we got down to a slow start, but we picked it up. We didn't call a quick timeout after we were down 10-2. We always fight back. So I knew what kind of heart we were going to come out with. We definitely struggled to get a rhythm throughout the game at different points, and foul trouble really took a toll on the team. But overall, I'm very happy with the boys and how they came to fight. At 24-1 this year, made history for Parkville. Obviously, we came up short of our ultimate goal.
Can you take me through the last play? I think everyone had a different angle on it. I know you guys were quite upset. It seemed like there was a quick whistle. I thought it was an inadvertent whistle. They thought it was a travel. I'm assuming you guys thought there was a foul. Can you walk me through what you thought happened on that last play?
Yeah, I mean, we thought he caught a foul. He had his hand in there, and he even went up with it. And after the game's over, I guess he definitely wasn't a travel. So and after the game's over, he motioned for a travel. I mean, we all have it on film. But that's just one play a minute. You know what I mean? We're not going to focus on that. We had a shot to win the game. It was a smart foul by Roosevelt at the end. They had a foul to give, so that was very smart by their coach. He had a great strategy on that. But yeah, it was just a lot of uncertainty. It was just tough to end the game without letting the kids end the game. Inadvertent whistle, foul, travel. It's got to be something. It's got to be something strong too. Just make a call. But again, one of 200-300 plays, so that didn't decide the game.
Nick, just talk about your season, and obviously you're one and only year at Parkville, got a lot accomplished, made a name for yourself, and then also you go down in the history books for the school in terms of how far you guys got. I know it's tough right now, but just talk about what this season means to you and kind of reflect on that game.
This season meant a lot for me. We went 24-1. Regular season we went 24-0 for real the last game, and that's what sent us home from getting that state championship. But every day we practice, we hard, we fight hard, we family. Like every day that's what we do. And just for this to break us apart, no more practice, no more nothing, but still gotta stay focused and stay in the gym and get ready for next year.
Emezie, just talk about just the whole experience this year with your teammates.
Well, we have a good squad, young squad, a few seniors, some people coming in transfers. Well, Josh brings us together. We have hard practices, gets us through the games. Tough games like this, we start slow, pick it up second quarter, second half, and pick it up. Karan hits hard shots, nice shots. Just a brother, we just play hard.
Did ER do what you thought they were going to do tonight? Did they do anything that surprised you? Do you feel like you were prepared for everything they threw at you? Or did they do some things that maybe caught you by surprise that you weren't prepared for?
They stuck to the book. We watched 5 different games. They stuck to the script. I think a few of our guards took a second to settle in, but they weathered the storm after that 10-2. But they stick with what they do, and I think that's why they're here, 4 or 5 out of the past 10 years.
Have you guys seen defensive pressure like what they brought today this year?
Not out of a zone, like out of a 2-1-2. They had a 2-1-2 press. Not out of a zone press. I mean, we've had, obviously some pressure, but to that degree, I would say nothing to that degree. And length, but we have a few small guards. Even their point guards, 6'1". So having that length with the pressure certainly slows us down. But a few more shots drop, and we hit our free throws, and we box out 1 or 2 more times. I mean, it's an easily winnable game for us.
What was the message at halftime? Because you guys came out really sizzling to start the third quarter.
Energy though, like that's what when we get in there, we talk about energy. Defense win games, offense gonna come, transition buckets, like a lot of things like that. But defense really win games. That's the key thing as a team.
The main thing for me was all those sprints you ran, all those misses, all the makes, all the hard practices, everything we did together. We drove an hour, 30 minutes plus here. We're not going home with a loss. That's what motivated me, mainly.
I know it's tough, and we talked about this 30 minutes ago, Josh. I know it's tough to lose the final game, to be on the verge of history. But just talk about what this program has accomplished this season and then the season before last, and building them.
Right. I mean, we're a program now. We're a respected program in the Baltimore, DC area. This is our back-to-back Final Four. I think every time we get someone, they give us their best game at this point. We weathered the storm for 24 games. Sure, we would rather take this loss early in the season first now, but this team has just fought, game in and game out. We've won a lot of close games. I was confident all the way to the end. To be honest, even our backup point guard, when he had the ball in his hands going down the sideline, I thought I was going to be, confident in that. He's hit some big shots this year. But I'm so happy for the program, happy for the guys. I'm sure they'll be able to come back and see us, in this situation next year, as long as the guys put in the work. And that's what we always stress, is putting in the work, and I think they know that.
Hey, two more in-game questions. Dorian got his fourth foul. I think he sat down, it was like 4:40 left or whatever, and he was back in probably a minute later. It seemed like momentum was kind of changing. You just kind of, what was the original thought, I guess? Was you going to keep it longer and kind of, or once you saw Roosevelt kind of building some momentum, you had to get him back in?
Exactly. When I think we were up 4 when he came out. Then it got cut to 2. We had a basket, got back, so I think got back to 2. And I just didn't want that momentum and chances. This is his last year. This is how often are you at the Final Four. So I trust him to make good decisions. He did, from there on out. We switched him off, number 12, and they just made some tough plays at the end.
And talk about the winning basket, I guess. That was the winning basket on the
Dunk.
Talk about that. Was that a defensive breakdown, or was it just a good play by Roosevelt?
It was a good play. I mean, it was obviously a minor breakdown, but again, that play doesn't change. It was just a great pass, and senior pass, right? Like they're senior led. We're senior led as well, but I think they have 5, 6 seniors on that team. They're just a good all around team. We were, I wouldn't say impressed because it was expected. Really respect that program. Obviously, have great history, and they executed down the end.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.